I thought I'd make a short review about the HD Portable DVR with 2.5-inch TFT LCD screen. Its dashboard camera does a number of other things. You can do your own research on that. This is the box that arrived in. It took approximately 8 days to arrive with Amazon. I'm sure they wouldn't mind me mentioning that. Along with this, I bought a 32GB Class 10 SD card. Class 10, so it reads and writes very quickly. It makes it easier for the camera generally. Okay, so this is the box it arrived in. This was very cheap. It was £15 and I really wasn't expecting a miracle. However, it does work. This is the camera itself. It's got a flip down screen at the bottom. Let's flip it around, turn it on for you. You'll hear that sound quite often because when it's plugged into the ignition, that pretty much tells you that it's switched on. It makes the switching off sound as well. Although you probably can't see that, there's a little icon there to tell me that the memory card is in the camera itself. Don't be fooled if you see that and you think it's not in. That actually means it's in there. It will tell you if there's no memory card by a big message on the screen. Very simple setup. The instructions are very basic, however will get you through pretty much what you need. Very poor English, full of spelling mistakes, but hell, it doesn't really matter. For £15 they could have delivered it with Swahili instructions and I would have figured it out. Build quality, it's £15. What can I say? It's a bit bendy in places, but it does the job and that's all that matters. Later on is some footage of the dashboard camera which I'll put on. This shows literally a minute and a half of just captured video at the 1280 by 720 resolution, which is its default. It does go slightly higher. You can change that if you like. I'll just slowly spin the camera around. This is where it attaches to the windscreen. It's got a reasonably good sucker mechanism. USB port on the side. SD card goes in this side. This will open and you will have your cable plugged in there. With the ignition on, it will charge it. It will also switch it on to record automatically. I have no idea what these things do. They say they're an LED infrared camera, but I've not tested it yet. It's May 2nd here in England, so it's reasonably bright and clear. And that goes for towards the date stamp that's on the video. I haven't set that, so the date stamp is in fact incorrect on the video itself. But this is what you get. For all intents and purposes, it works perfectly well. It does exactly what it says on the box. It records in loops, which you can set to 3 different times, 2, 5 and 10 minutes. You can set audio on and off to record the audio. It's a basic dashboard camera that, to be perfectly honest, I'm perfectly happy with it. It does what it says it does, and for £15, mind you, the SD card was slightly more expensive than the camera itself by about £1, so you can imagine I'm fairly chuffed that it works. Okay, what I'll do now is just leave on some footage. Feel free to comment or ask any questions. I'll do my best to answer them. I'm not an expert by any means, but I've got a bit of practical use with the things, so I may be able to help you out. Okay, thanks very much.